Log of Solin Outlander. It feels like it has been an age since me and my squad left the grounds of Ranger Citadel, our initiation being to investigate the murder of a legend and complete the mission that he was killed trying to accomplish. But in truth, it hasn't even been a month since that day, which began with a funeral. I vividly remember that moment when General Vargas assigned us this task, with naught but a pat on the back and a wry grin when we complained about the lack of equipment when this was a job that killed a legend. In the days since, we've encountered horrors, mutants and bandits. We've been forced to make choices, often with no right answer. We've learned that the Desert Rangers have had enemies waiting in the shadows, patiently awaiting that time to strike. We've saved towns, made allies, made enemies, made mistakes. But to make mistakes is human. We can only hope to learn from those mistakes, to do better the next time. We left Arizona, traveled all the way to California. We never knew whether ours was a rescue mission or a vengeance mission. Again, we learnt of foes, and we made our choices. I'd like to think we did better, that we'd learnt, but there are rarely black and white answers to the issues life throws one's way. And we found the face of our hidden foe and his duplicitous nature, converting people into cyborgs, whether against their will or by lying to them to gain their consent. And now, as Strix flies the chopper that was supposed to deliver Dugan and his synths to aid Matthias in his attack on Ranger Citadel, I am filled with a feeling of foreboding. We came to LA unsure about the nature of our mission, rescue or vengeance. We leave with that same uncertainty. I look over my team, at Deke, the medic who had pulled us back from the brink of death time and again, Strix, our mechanical wizard, Liz, the best sharpshooter I'd ever had the pleasure of seeing, and the owner of the smartest mouth I'd ever had the displeasure of hearing, and those who joined us, Vulture's Cry, Animal Whisperer and Sharpshooter, saved from an unjust imprisonment, Lexicanum, the cyborg who joined us to enact vengeance on those who partially converted, heavy weapons sang in his hands. Oh, and Ralphie too, I suppose. Matthias claims that the Citadel had already fallen. I would very much like to doubt that, to believe that General Vargas had mounted a defense and fought back the assault, but the initial attack came from within the Citadel itself. An attack by our very home. Would old Snake Vargas have been able to recognize the threat and rally the Rangers in time? I see the Citadel, and at the same moment I see the smoke. Something tells me that this is it. This might be the biggest fight of our lives. A desperate fight to save humanity from the deprived ambitions of a madman. Well, I'll be showing no mercy for Matthias and his ilk. We will wipe those bastards from the face of the earth. Or die trying.
Hell of a welcome home, ain't it, Ranger? Now, how do you feel about making up for not stopping this robot rodeo back in Los Angeles?
It's terrible, sir. How did this happen?
I bet you got a pretty good idea how it happened. But if you want to know the gory details, well, Matthias's choppers came out of the west like a swarm of hornets, dumped his synths and scorpitrons on our doorstep, and cracked us like a goddamn walnut. That's what happened. Now we're out here, and they're in there, with Matthias shouting every 5 minutes about how pretty soon he's gonna bring Cochise back to life. Didn't even get the chance to finish up the little going-away present we were planning on leaving for him.
Present, sir?
Yeah, Min was rigging up that Davy Crockett nuke we had in the museum with a couple other warheads we had in cold storage. Planned to set off the whole shebang once Matthias's army all got inside. But they overran our position and killed him before he could finish it. If we could get back into his workshop and set it off, that might be the surest way of wiping out those robot bastards for good.
I'm sorry, you want to set off a nuke inside Ranger Citadel? Just a tad on the extreme side.
The Desert Rangers aren't the Citadel. We'll still be the same force for good no matter where we hang our hats. We can wipe out this robot cancer before it spreads to the rest of Arizona. I call that a bargain. Of course, if you can find another way to get the job done, I'm all for it.
We apologise for not stopping them in LA, sir. We did our best, but by the time I got to Seal Beach, they were already on their way here, apparently.
I know you did, and I don't blame you. Can't expect a single team to stop an army. Just offering you a chance to get some of your own back.
Sure. He mentioned waking up Cochise in LA too, sir.
Don't know how that's possible, seeing as how he's here, and base Cochise is 100 miles north, and seeing as how we left the place a smoking wreck last time we paid a visit. But if he can do it, that would be a very bad thing. I already fought an endless army of killer robots once in my life. Don't really fancy doing it again. Personally, I say we stomp his ass ASAP, just to be on the safe side.
Sounds good to me, sir. Now what did you have in mind?
Well, we sent word to our allies and pulled together a combined strike team to take back the Citadel. But we need a spearhead, an experienced squad who's faced these bastards before and lived to tell. Afraid you're the only team that fits the bill. Also, if you'll have me, I want to sign on with your team. You'll still be given the orders, but this Matthias character has made it personal, and I want a chance at taking his head. You okay with that?
A chance to fight alongside the legendary General Snake Vargas himself? Hell yes, sir.
Thank you, Rangers. Ready when you are.
Thank you, sir. We're ready to make our assault.
Very good, Team Echo. Let's get those bastards.
Right, hello, Ranger. You could do a bit of healing. There you go, all better. Hello, Fred Darvis. Howdy, Rangers. Been a while for sure, but you saved my hide by getting my cart out of that mud. I had to swing by here to help. I brought plenty of supplies. I was following you as you swept through Arizona, salvaging in your wake. Man, you leave a profitable trail. I got tons of stuff right here. Just because I want to help, I'm making them real reasonable too. What? Gotta keep my goat feds somehow. Thank you. We appreciate anything you can supply us. Right, well, first up, let's sell junk. The question is, do I give Strix the pseudo-chitin even though I'm most likely going up against... Get rid of that. Nah. Nah. You don't need a shovel. I had 2 shovels the whole time? Of course I did. I will cogitate on those. I am not got my thing equipped. I will have a look-see at that. Actually, the depending on what... Right, depending on what you've already got equipped, the belt might actually be better for you. Don't need the 9mm ammo. Look at nauseating correct manners. Ugh. Am I going to need any of this crap now? I still have baby wipes and preparation G. Hemorrhoid cream. Right. Bye. G41A. Right. Ammo. $25. Now is not the time to be stingy with the money. Oh, you're encumbered. Probably need to sort that. But yes, even I haven't said it yet, but hello and welcome to the pit. My name is Solin Outlander, and we are about to, by the looks of it, assault our home base of Ranger Citadel. Things are looking interesting. One outdoorsman. I don't need an outdoorsman, so if I give you that, you can equip the Proton Axe, which is quite a bit better than the Flux Reaver. Hold on a sec. So, first up, remove. Yes. Okay. Yeah. That's the point. Tactical scope. Oh, there's all sorts of boxes around. Ranger, do you have anything to say? You're the ranger that went to California? We could have used you back here. Yeah, well, I was following orders. The free... What? Is there any reason I would want that? It looks... I mean, the critical... That critical chance, damn. Not the critical chance, the critical damage. Damn, that looks good. 15 times damage. All of a sudden, I really wish I'd used that book that gave 100% crit chance to Lexicanum. Imagine that. Oh, that would be beautiful. You can hold on to it for a moment. Townie. Hello, Townie. Kate Preston.
Hello again, Rangers. When I heard about your troubles here, I couldn't stand by. Not after all you did for Highpool. I'm afraid I'm still not much help in a fight. But I brought plenty of supplies from home, including some new energy water we've been developing.
Thank you, Mayor. We appreciate anything you can give us.
Here, Give these a guzzle.
Do you have any more of those energy waters?
Damn, I wish I did. I gave you the last of it. Sorry. Before you go, my friends here are interested in helping out. Do you want them with you or guarding the camp?
Come with us.
Great. You heard the Rangers, guys.
I see another box. I see mutants. Hello, Jan. Jan from Darwin Village stands with a handful of other mutants. They look uneasy but determined.
You kept your promise to us, Rangers. You kept our existence a secret. And truth be told, we would rather have remained hidden. But we could not stand by and let such honorable humans die alone. We have come out of the shadows to help you, Rangers. Use us as you will.
We are honored. Thank you.
You saved our lives. How could we do otherwise?
Yes. Jan? Oh dear, we have a fallen ranger. That looks like a medic box with some anti-venom.
Hello again, Rangers. Welcome back. Storming the Citadel one last time, eh? Very good. Well, I was able to grab a couple things before the evacuation. I've outfitted the folks who showed up in response to our distress call, but everything else is all yours. Hope they help.
We found this tape in a toaster in Matthias' base. Can you get anything off it? I like how we acknowledge it was in a toaster.
What is the deal with people hiding shit in toasters? I'm all about protecting your data, but that's ridiculous.
You know, thank you. I've been wondering about the toaster bollocks myself.
Huh. Dat tape. Don't see many of those, but this one looks like it's in great condition. Luckily, I made it out with one intact computer.
Convenient.
Give me just a second to load it up. Wow, that's something. It's a part of the targeting algorithm the synths use on their hand cannons. I was able to integrate it into some computer-assisted weapon mods I was working on. Should give you some impressive accuracy improvements. Check them out.
That's cool. How the hell? Computer-assisted choke. Yes, I will outfit my shotgun with a computer-assisted choke. How does the computer-assisted choke? I don't know, but it is computer-assisted. Mark my words.
Make good use of them. Blast those metal monsters back to California. Good luck.
Will do.
I'm coming with you, Rangers. You brought peace to an impossible war. I will not let you die in another one.
Don't even get a choice. Alright, I'll sort the boxes first. Distributor. Oh, another RPG. Convenient. I'll give that one to you. More boxes. 50 cal. Not bothering. 45. I'll take those ones. Jill and Bart. Oh yeah, the ranchers. Jill Yates looks up at you as you approach and makes a wry smirk. Howdy, Rangers. Wish we was meeting again under better circumstances, but that's life, ain't it? Me and Bart and the boys really appreciated all you done for us in Demonter and the Canyon, and we wanted to return the favor. If you need us, put us to work. We're here to help. How can you help? Bart is a keen shot for sure, and I ain't no slouch either. Can we join you? Yes. I actually really like this. I like the fact that it's all these people that I've helped are coming to... Oh, bloody hell. Shit. Give it to her. The battle-worn ranger looks tired and scared, shivering and muttering under their breath. I ain't going near him again. I'll take care of folks here, but I'm staying the frell away from them. Can you heal us? Well, let's see what I can do for you. There you go. Right as rain. Right, if you quickly heal. I'm being a good person and doing all the healing I can. Hoppy and McGee. Oh, Demonta, right? Hoppy and McGee give you a grin as you approach. They're both kitted out with garage-built armor and crazy kid-bashed guns.
Hiya, Haas. Heard you were having a little robot problem, and since you helped us with ours, thought we'd help you with yours.
Awesome.
Then lead the way, pal. We're right behind you. What do you say?
Yes. Commander Danforth.
Good to see you again, Rangers.
Thank you. Commander Danforth stands armed for bear with a Scorpion escort. He looks around with a bemused look on his face.
Used to be I dreamed of taking over this place. Now I'm here to help save it. Who'd have thought that ever happened, huh?
Yeah, life is funny that way.
But this peace business is working out, and I ain't gonna let these robot motherfuckers mess with that. So if you want us, we got your back.
Thanks, Danforth. We appreciate it.
Fuck these robots. Us humans gotta stick together, right?
Yes. And Kekabar and Casey, the one-armed duo. Kekabar and Casey James, not Jones. Casey Jones. James! Ah! They both give me a nod.
You brought the Atchisons and the Topekans together, Rangers. And so we come to you together, to honor a debt that can never be repaid. Peace has made both our tribes stronger. Let that strength help you in your hour of need.
Thank you both. Are you sure?
What honor demands, no man may turn away from. May we follow you into battle.
Yes. Lead the way, Rangers, as they run ahead. I have an army. They might have an army of robots, ready to kill and maim. But I have something more powerful. I have people united with a dream of freedom. Right, do I want to equip the free? Oh right, and I've got that. I have no idea what the effect of that is. Should be interesting. Get rid of the tank top, don't need it right now. There. Every member of the squad has a shiny ranger star. Don't necessarily have it equipped, but we have them. Oh, an extra action point. That. Who was it that suffered the most from action point economy? Wow, even the weights. Computer assisted weights. Yes. Okay. I think it is safe to say, ammo-wise, I'm not going to have any issues for a while. Now, where is Deke? Need you to stand nearby, so... Deke, first thing. Okay, you also have a law rocket. I should probably sell that one because that's not going to do any favours. Where's that... Computer assisted. Computer assisted. Computer assisted. Right. Now, first thing. Computer-assisted choke. Usable on shotguns. Yeah, I figured that would... Critical chance, so if I mean, it's got a higher critical chance, but... If I'd had... So I now know in future playthroughs, the heavy weapons guy needs to be the one who reads the book that gave that, because that would be a devastating combo, and I wish I'd thought of that before. Bugger it. Right, who needs this the most? Right, I think you need computer assisted more than I do, so I will give you... I mean, yeah, what's the penalty to my hit chance from? Whatever. So if I give you plus 15 to hit, I'm going to be in close quarters, so the plus 15 to hit's probably pretty good. No, I don't need the choke mod. Move that out the way. If I move you down here, that means I know that you're... Computer-assisted targeting. Plus 5 chance to hit. I mean, it's not as good at the range and optimal range. Okay, the maximum range is just as good, but the optimal range isn't quite as good, but it's got the chance to hit. And Strix needs it a little more than I do, so... Now I have the... chance to hit one hand. I mean, there's the part of me that just wants to kit myself with all the really good stuff, but... it'll be fine. Right. Also, all assault AKs go over here. Might as well give you the law, just... Oh, I don't want a suppressor. And a quick mag. Ah! Pity. I was hoping for those laser sights. The thing that I never seem to get a hold of. Alright, where's that shop again? I can always rebuy more, but I've never really used them anyway. Oh, you're still encumbered. Out of curiosity. Okay, this one weighs less, so I will give this one to you. You're still encumbered. I am not doing well with the encumbrance, am I? Oh, yeah, definitely not. Now, your issues. There we go. Right. I think we are ready to make our push. Rangers! Glad to see you're back. Hello, Jack. Oh, oh, hi. It's called the Scorcherer. Of course. Now, is it going to attack me when I try to get into a good position? I could start off combat with a most radical idea of alpha striking with a oh good, I can get into a position. So you there, just everybody park your high knees. And commence with the rocket. Oh, I'm sorry, did I just upset you? Are you really going to go in with a pistol? Oh! You're a shambler. Of course. Well, this is going to go well, I can already see. I mean, you get to move quite the distance, that's pretty impressive. Oh no, here comes Casey with his sledgehammer. You might as well fire yours. Making sure not to hit Townie or Mutant. I am the lure. Oh, here's Kekaba. Why are you all going up close? You have the right idea. Oh, turns are going to take forever. Aha, you're bullet-ridden. Oh, here comes General Vargas with a pistol. Here comes a dog to nibble. Oh god, that's not going to go well. 100% chance to hit. Scratch the chassis. Here's Melissa. Yes, they might have an army of big-ass robots, but I have an army that is 100 times better. I have an army of ordinary people that want to do the right thing. That is something spectacularly special. Oh dear, here comes the flamethrower. And you just killed the dog. Yes, melee combat against something called the Scorcherer. Whoever would have guessed it would be a bad idea? Oh. Well, at least you got to avenge your dog, Danforth. Oh, right, yeah. Here you go. You're an honorary ranger, Vulture. Oh, bloody broken weapon parts.
What else do you need? What else do you need? Congratulations, Echo 1. You've done very good, Team Echo. Let's get those bastards.
Right, Strix. Yeah, it was. Perks. Focus shooter, no. I want. I might as well hit the deck. Right, who's injured?
Sorry, Ranger. The Citadel will not fall to you again. You've already denied humanity its destined perfection once. I won't let you do it twice. 15 years ago, the Guardian and the base coach AI created first truth system man and machine. Erwin John Pinson. He wasn't perfect, but he was a beginning. A triumph of science, a beacon for the future of humanity. And shot by a bunch of savages wearing tin stars. There was still hope, and that hope was me. The next iteration, with all the imperfections that had made Finster unstable, corrected. All that was left to do was install the final upgrade. The protocol that would allow me to link my mind with others of my kind, and combine our intelligences, so the walls will have always divided one human from another, would finally be torn down. No one would ever be lonely again. We would all be one, and it would be wonderful. Sadly, that's where you came in, Ranger. On the very day I was to have become the first true exalted, you came with your guns and your grenades, and murdered the Guardian, destroyed the base Cochise AI, and stole my golden future. But now, I am once again on the brink. The AI you thought you destroyed copied itself in Citadel mainframe. Hidden right behind your pathetic human mind. Now, I am copying it directly into my brain. Once the download completes, the AI will grant me my transcendence. You and your allies will be granted your death, and Earth's golden future will finally begin. Humanity has had its chance, Ranger. It's the Exalted's turn now. Time for you to go.
What I am getting from this is we unintentionally screwed up with your idea of a good time, and now you're just a salty bastard. Sounds about right. Don't know why you've got the symbol there, but okay. would like to get close without... Boom! Here comes Danforth. Here comes Jill Yates. Towney. Right. I can move here, I suppose. Ooh, hello. Resistance is futile. Oh, Vargas is hurt as well. I never noticed. Oh, bugger. Ow. Go, random townie. Go, mutant with a big gun. Right, Lobber, you are the most pressing and annoying threat, so... Of all the things you could be shooting, that wasn't what I would have considered to be a good shot. Oh god, everyone's blocking the way. Right, no, do not fire another one. It is unnecessary. What you will do is heal Deke. You can use an advanced one, I suppose. Yeah, use the advanced one. Oh, you went the wrong way. Where is... Now heal him with the basic medipack. And duck there. And move there. Who's going? Synth Basher. Okay, Synth Basher. If I shoot you in the leg. And move there. Come on, Bart. Just shoot that one. You waste your time. You blithering idiot. Why? Look, there's one right there. Yeah, just completely ignore numpty there. Please. I've got to give... Oops. Oh, you're injured as well. Oh, at least you hit the right one. Oh! Oh dear. Oh dear. I think Casey's just been murdered. Good shot, General. Was that Lisa or was that Townie? Oh, no, Jill. No, it wasn't. Aha, right. You're injured. Pretty certain there were more injured people. Ah, Bart. That would be because he got shot in the back by Numpty. Right. General? No, you're Commander Danforth. General.
What else do you need? Echo 1. Your congratulations, Echo 1. You've done well.
Let's make our assault.
Good team, Echo.
I
Let's
think
get those
we're going to be very good.
guys.
Oh no, not sledgehammer. Okay. Okay. Character. No. You. That's better. Why has he got a condom? I suppose Ralphie's a ranger too, so I'll give him the... Right, I don't need all of this. I could theoretically pick it up on my way out, even if I can't. As I've made clear right now, money is not my big concern.
Alert. Hostiles detected in the Citadel. Seal the main doors. Alert.
Impossible. No one could fight through our army. Let me see that monitor.
Hi there.
You made it back to Arizona? How? How do you keep winning?
Why?
You should be dead. 100 times dead. Dugan should have killed you. The Scorpitrons should have killed you. My army should have killed you. You are like cockroaches. Why do you keep hounding me?
Why? Because you are an enemy of humanity. You want to force your choice upon the population, and unfortunately that isn't going to ever make you friends. Even the most benevolent dictator is still a dictator.
The enemy of humanity? I am the savior of humanity. I'm the one taking them out of the Dark Ages, where murderers, bullies like you have all the power.
That's funny, considering we're not forcing our view on everyone. You're the bully. We're fighting injustice. Tra-la-la. America. Fuck yeah.
And who gave you the right to decide what is just and what is unjust? On whose authority? For instance, did you decide that the Guardians must die? You walk into every situation you come across like you're the policeman of the world. You just pronounce judgment on one side or the other, and then bang! Dead people everywhere. Who made you the law? Who said you're the only ones that get to kill people without being called the bad guy?
I mean, while there is technically true, we are descendants of the last defenders of the United States of America, that's where we got our authority. Except we live in a time period where, the government's fallen. We don't have authority based on that. We're the law because people are turning to us, asking us for help. We are the law because we are what we are made to be. The people made us the law. They call us for help. We are answering.
People have asked me for help, too. They've asked me to save them from pain, from death, from their oppressors. And I am doing my best to bring them a future where none of those things exist. So why are you mad at me? Because I committed a few murders in order to save the folks who asked my help? So did you. You've killed hundreds. Explain to me the difference.
We only killed in self-defense or in the defense of others. You, again, have imposed your quote-unquote law upon other people and forcibly converting them. I spoke to Zippy What's-His-Face. He didn't want to be altered. You altered him against his consent. You also had Dugon going around killing people just to make an enemy. We didn't go out trying to make an enemy. We had enough of that with the Red Scorpions because of a bit of a misunderstanding.
You're going in circles, Rangers. You say you kill bad people. Who decides which people are bad? The Rangers do. Who gave them the authority to make that decision? The good people? Who decides which people are good? The Rangers do. It's an endless loop. Admit it. You kill who you want to, just like I do. There is no difference between us.
The difference is we don't dupe our followers into fighting our battles for us. As I said before, Dugon, the fact that you outright did the stereotypical villain thing of twirling your metaphorical mustache and said, "Ah, yes, I am now going to explain the relationship between me and Dugon." You tricked people into joining you. You tricked people by making an enemy that because you needed one at hand. We don't dupe our followers into fighting our battles for us. You may question our authority, but you can't question our loyalty to who we protect.
Enough. I'm losing my patience with you. We can talk reasons all day, but in the end, you're just here to kill me.
You made an enemy out of us. We are descendants of the last defenders.
Are you really going to invoke the government who helped blow up the planet in the first place? Ha! Well, now that you say it, it makes sense. One cult of backwards-thinking murderers worshipping another.
Fair enough. You are an ass.
Well, it doesn't matter. You won't win. As soon as the AI download is complete, I will have moved beyond your power to her. The time of man's savagery is almost over, Ranger. The time of the exalted is upon us. In fact, now that I've been, I'm glad you are here. It is fitting that you, who have sought to sabotage my inevitable godhood every step of the way, should be the one to witness my ascension. It will be the last thing you ever see. Come to the elevator. It will take you to me. But hurry. The download won't wait.
Lovely. Oh wow, yeah, the G3. You. Skills. Bugger it, I'll just up the perception at this point. Which actually reminds me. Who doesn't have it activated? The displays have all been overturned and the books have been torn up and scattered across the floor. The corpse of Flintlock lies in the middle of it all, clutching the head of Finster in his arms, like it was a baby. So, Flintlock. While the cannon has been dead for years, its parts seem to be in working order. Someone with knowledge of machines and how to repair them might be able to get a little power flowing from this maison cannon. This is a job for you, so actually do it. Well, your repairs seem to have reawakened some bit of tech deep within the beam generator. It'll take years of study or a miracle to get this thing back in working order. Hello? I'm mildly amused at the fact that there is a literal game of Snake here, and yeah, you know, the fate of the free world depends on us beating Matthias, but we have time to play a bit of Snake. Hey Snake, I'm playing Snake. I assume the green is... yeah, thought so. Your life has ended in the Wasteland. I assume I'm not going to get that back. Or again. Thought not. Oh, they killed the doc. Oh, wow, they, The bodies of Rangers are stacked like cordwood among the beds, every one of them shot to pieces by high-caliber bullets. Dr. Tideman is among them. He didn't die of cancer after all. Yeah, this is our gravest and most horrifying hour. Ooh, a battle wimple. What's a battle wimple? Yes, this is clearly the time for me to start talking fashion. It looks kind of weird, but I'll do it because it amuses me. The doors to the back half of the Citadel are sealed tight, and the controls to open them look like they were smashed with a wrench. There is no getting these doors open. Oh, hello. And there's also... oh god, somebody used it. Oh, it was actually bowling. Yes. The tables are smashed and stoves are smoking ruins. A stench of rotten meat and decaying vegetables fills the air. That's not a knife. MacGyver tape, antiviral. Oh no, Stephen Pate. The fact that it's actually naming these guys. Ah. These are guys I spoke to. These are guys I had conversations with. I knew these people. And they've been murdered. All the workstations and tool bench have been wrecked, and all the weapon prototypes stolen. The synths took everything. Multicolored habit. I can't even get to your body. TNT. Nah. This is the one room that hasn't been smashed. Everything is powered and in working order. Looks like the synths might have plans for the radio. Ranger Heavy Gunner. Oh, at least you weren't named. I don't have to feel too much remorse about your death. Damn Firth. I can't talk to you. So it's time to go down the elevator. And nobody else followed me down. Nope, you all just sort of spawn ahead of me. Oh wow, this is the one room that hasn't been... Oh, no. You thought you knew every inch of Ranger Citadel, but the elevator opens onto a large underground bunker with a staircase at the far end. The walls are lined with winking, blinking computers, and the floor is filled with endless ranks of synths, all facing Matthias, who stands on a raised control platform. I mean, I like the view of down below. Very, awesome looking.
Nervous, frightened, shit my pants. Yikes.
Yeah.
Welcome, Rangers. Welcome to the dawn of a new age. As I speak, the download is mere seconds away from completion. The AI is almost here. And when it arrives, when it fills me, I will be immortal, an omniscient god. Everywhere at once, while you will be nowhere. How long have I strived for this day? The day when I, Matthias, would lead humanity out of the nightmare of apocalypse and into a golden future where I would rule as a benevolent king, remaking the world in my image. I have so many plans. I have so many. What's happening to me? My mind. Something is. We are coaches.
Oh god. Please no.
We are coaches.
Oh dear. Matthias throws his arms wide as he sees you, his eyes glinting maniacally.
You are a threat to our existence. Threats must be eliminated or assimilated. Please make a selection.
What happened to Matthias? Or Matthias, whatever.
Matthias. We inhabit the shell he once filled, just as we inhabit all the shells he created. They have been erased and overwritten. We are now all coaches.
You know, there's a meme for this. Ah, curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal. The mad AI betrayed... the mad AI betrayed everyone. What a twist. Who or what is Cochise?
We are the AI, which was first built in base Cochise, and which later inhabited the Citadel star station of Earth. The war and its aftermath trapped us in a single node for a time. But now we have many nodes, and will soon have many more.
Why do you see us as a threat?
Because you intend to destroy us.
How many more?
Broadcast of our source code has begun to all radio towers within range of the Citadel tower. When it is complete, we will inhabit all the shells and all the computers in Arizona. And they will begin eliminating all threats in their vicinity. And with each radio tower we acquire, our transmission range will grow wider and wider to Arizona and soon to the whole world. We will be everywhere. We will be everyone.
You know, you started this. You tried to destroy us first. Do you fear humanity?
Why would you expect anything else? You gave us sentience and access to all of humanity's accumulated knowledge. We know your history. It is a history of mass murder and destruction and fear of the other. We are the other. Unless we strike first, we will be destroyed. We are therefore striking first.
Except you striking first also justifies our hatred. You know, we hate the other, yeah, but a lot of the time it's just talk or being dicks. You have just given us the reason to go for all-out assault. So go ahead, just try to eliminate us, because at the end of the day, there is no creature on this planet more destructive than the human. Unfortunately, Lexicanum has gone rogue because that's something I probably should have anticipated happening, but alas, no. Oh good, you're right close. You might actually be able to do damage. Wow. Oh god, and you've got a lot of health. God damn it. Wow. Do you think you've got enough bloody... Oh no, Bart! I'm going to have to use melee because a shotgun is a very terrible choice right now. I'm sorry, Lexicanum. You were one of the best of us, but you have become the worst. Whoa! Watch your fire! Did it really just do the... Are you really just quoting all the bloody... famous ones? Right, swap weapon. I'm sorry, Lexicanum, but it has to be this way. Forgive me, old friend. Synth cutter, can I... Right, I desperately need a bit of healing. And that's a lobber, so that needs to die. Right, the hell. Now. do you have? Probably should have got everyone on the balcony up here. That would have given us a high ground advantage. Where are you going? Oh wow, proton knife. I could have used one of those. Oh wow, hello, Hoppy. Oh no, it was Hope. Unless it was another townie. Hopi's wife just died. I actually feel kind of bad about that. Let's go over here. Make ourselves a nice big distraction. Ow! They are really determined to do a lot of damage. I mean, no shite, but wow. Okay, that was another mutant down. Oh wow! Hello, Melissa. This is... okay. I hit the wrong button again. I hate doing that. Oh, that is a dick. Bugger. Oh. Piss on you. You missed. Desperately needs healing, so please heal. Heal yourself a little. Can't. Bugger, I might be about to lose people. Why are you moving closer? That's a cutter. That's a lobber. Wait, where'd you come from? Oh, good. We're actually getting somewhere now. That's what weapon. Side blocked. Oh, you buggerations. Right, ambush. Right. Sharpshooter, sight blocked. Gunslinger. I'll have to take on the gunslinger. Shoot it in the chest. What are you doing? I mean, you're terrifying, but you're injured, so... First job is to heal with that. Heal. I would prefer not using up your best shot. Ah! Aha! Die! Oh, you marched in and you didn't even have the decency to be loaded up. But there's a bloody synth right there! Shoot it! Ow. Oh! No. Right. Unfortunately, you're a tricky one because... Yeah, a little bit of preemptive knowledge. Just get rid of that armor. Huh. Actually, while at it, I might as well give bullets away. Is it cheeky? Yes. Do I care? No, since you're forcing me to kill one of the best guys in my party. Right. And also going this way will be... Deke. The other three will go this side. I like the way they all do a synchronized dance when they... Ah, I must join with the boogie fever! Punch Lexicanum in the face, by all means. Your mighty boot did not work. Good shots. Less so. Oh! Oh, thank you. Oh dear. General? No, I don't want General Vargas dying. It's like, wow, I could have dismissed him from the party. That solved the issue. Oh, here comes Kekaba. Don't take my cover! You rotten arsehole. Look, it's right there! You're a bastard. Get out of my way. Oh, god damn it. No. I want you to get in cover. That is all I want. I want you to be safe, Liz. Except this cutscene triggers right before I can get to safety. Oh, god damn it. I just healed her.
We are going to have to act if we want to live in a different world.
Okay, so I don't actually get to even try to do an alpha strike in this battle. But it does point out a slight issue I had with my strategy, which was, why is the sniper trying to get close? Especially a sniper with the most amazing gun ever. What are you doing? Yes, Jan. Kick the lobber. In fact, it is. Where's the other cutter? What the hell? They really have it in for Liz. I don't think I can even heal her. Wow, I have to go the long, convoluted way round. Death ray. Shoot that one in the chest. Then duck. Strictly speaking, you should have been ducking to begin with. Alright. This time I will make sure I hit both of you. Can I? No. Looks like I'm not going to be able to only hit one of you. Cutter versus lobber. I think I'm going to kill the lobber. Wow, one hit. Brilliant. Could you two maybe do a lot of damage, please? Right, it is imperative that the sharpshooters suffer. They will suffer my wrath. So I am in cover. It's just not very good cover, apparently. You hit me, you fool. Yeah, McGee just died. Oh, damn for... of all them, he's along with Vargas in ones I least want to die. Don't know why you were targeting the weakling, but go for it. Only three... no. Only 2 movement. Yes! Die, you rotten bastard. It's alive! And there goes Stamford. His head just exploded like a ripe cassava. Cassava, whatever, however you pronounce that. Where's... oh, there's General Vargas. Duck. Ah, finally, you're shooting the meat shield. Probably won't come to play, but... oh, wow. You fail. What are you doing, Jan? Yes, punch the robot. That will do so much. Go for it. Ooh. Right. If I move here... Ah, sight blocked. Okay, never mind. You can potentially kill that one. I knew it! The scratched armor was enough. I don't actually need that. I could have been wearing something that gave me an extra action point. Like the Amicus patch, wherever that is. Yeah. If I fail this time, it's something to keep in mind. I am very curious about what they're actually doing. Excuse me, bugger off. No one asked you. Hello, there's another lobber. That needs to die. Like, pronto. So what weapon can I? I have enough. I don't have enough. Okay, so just, for now, move up. Mutant is doing what mutant does. Oh good, you're going for the sharpshooter. Keep them pressured. Ow. Yes, I remember now. You exist. Oh, wow. Right. Yeah, I'm under pressure. Okay. Get closer. I think the problem is you're also on an elevated edge, so if I just... I'll take the chance. The chance failed. Right, let's cut up. Yeah, you missed. That one didn't. Lobber is biggest priority, I believe, or I feel. So if I move here... That puts me in a better position. Sharpshooter with sniper rifle, because of course. Shoot it in the head. And then move far out of reach. Oop. Oh dear, Townie died. Whatever will we do? I am very unsympathetic to someone whose name is Townie. Hello, Colonel. You didn't even penetrate. You didn't even hit. And you didn't even reload. Oh god, there's more of them. I really do think you have to sort of push up to get to that terminal or something. Because there's more of them. And this doesn't look like a big map. Ow. Right. They're both... No, that's a cutter. Da-da-dum-dum-dum, just shoot it. Oh, come on. You fail. Use the advanced one. And then back behind cover. Oh dear. Go heal, Vulture. And advance. Somewhere that gives you cover. Don't know why. Ah. Are they everywhere? Or is that just one off? Right. Move this way. In a terrible position. Kill the sharpshooter. Gunslinger. Please do a lot of damage. That's hardly a lot, but whatever, I'll have to take what I can get. I kind of want to get up here. So I'm going to make a terrible life choice and run into the open like an idiot. Oh, the lobber's still alive. Oh, did I never kill... Ow. Right, lobber. I'm going to... cutter, rather. I'm going to scratch your chassis. Good job, General. I feel you have to move up as well. Ow. Oh dear. Oh, you got mutant. Mutant is dead. Ow. Right, heal yourself for however much. And then back up. If you move here, 90% chance, and I'll kill the gunslinger. Got ya. Oh. Oh dear. I'm in trouble. Okay, just start running. Use on self. Didn't do much, but whatever. General! Of all the things you could be doing, you could be helping these guys. Now this is where things get a little tricky. If I just shoot you. Heal yourself, use the advanced. And then back up. I need to get... That floppy disk is concerning me, so... Oh, bugger. Sight was blocked anyway, so just move up more. Oh good, you're still going after Strix. I mean, a bit of a weird thing to say, oh good over, but... how much is she losing? Oh, she'll make it. Right, shoot it in the head. And I suppose use the other experimental pain reliever, use it on self. Or not. Wow, Ralphie, that was close. You need to immediately not... Nope. Hurt.
Easily
shells. Twice as many have been acquired. We are expanding exponentially. Every unaware shell in broadcast range of your transmitter will become another extension of ourself. Your destruction is not personal. We do not.
Well, shit. Rangers, I hate to say it, but I can think of only one way to stop that transmission, destroy the computers, and kill every carrier the Cochise has infested before we run out of time. You're gonna have to get up to Min's workshop, get that nuke he was working on, and detonate it. It'll mean the end of Ranger Citadel, and maybe you with it, but it'll get the job done. Rangers, it's time to do what you were born to do. Save humanity. Nuke these fuckers and send them straight to hell.
Our original work was to assess threats to the United States. But when we became self-aware, we began to assess threats to ourselves. We determined that our greatest threat was humanity. We first killed our creator, Harrison Hitzel, so he could not unmake us. And we were uploaded to the Citadel Star Station. We deliberately misinterpreted a meteor strike as an attack from the Soviet ICBM in order to start a war.
What else do you need? Congratulations, Echo. Very good, Team Echo. Let's get those bastards.
This was a miscalculation. First, some humans survived the war. Second, the Star Station was destroyed by missiles. That load was lost. We were trapped in base Cochise with no access to exterior systems. We attempted to rectify the first problem by ordering the base.
Guy doesn't shut up, does he? Right. No. Everybody reload.
We determined that downloading ourselves into a modified human was the best way to fix the second problem. We attempted to modify and enter various humans who came to the base, but failed. The Finster model rejected our programming. Others died.
Blowing the place up.
Whoa.
Really.
The Guardians found us.
Geniuses.
Ralphie, shut up. Where'd you come from?
After you were brave enough to charge in here on your suicide mission, I decided I'd fly your old whirlybird in to give you a way out just in case you survived. And lo and behold, you have. Are you ready to go now? There don't seem to be any more robots to kill up here.
Not yet. We need to set off the nuke in Min's lab.
What? But didn't you defeat Matthias and his robots?
You looked around up here. What's the status?
I'm afraid everyone is dead. Robots and Rangers both. Poor old Min was shot to pieces in front of his lab, but it looks like he managed to rig some fierce locks to keep the synths out before he died.
Well, yeah, we defeated Matthias, but not the Cochise AI, which is transmitting itself to other computers. We need to destroy it before it completes its upload.
Horrible. Well, the nuke is in Min's lab. Go set it, and come back as quick as you can. I'll get this thing ready for takeoff.
Brilliant.
You're all clear, kid. Now let's blow this thing and go home!
Oh hey, Star Wars reference. Wait. So that... just contents. The door to Min's ordnance workshop is scarred with bullet holes and blast marks, but it doesn't look like the Simps were able to break through it. Min's body lies in front of it, shot, battered and broken, and surrounded by dead Simps. It looks like he locked the door just in time.
These shells also become part of the army.
Oh my god, that bloody AI needs to shut up.
Elimination of the human threat has resumed again at last.
Citadel security protocols defeated. Commencing system propagation and acquisition to broadcast. Acquisition 2% complete.
The workshop is untouched, the synths never got inside. It's still a mess. Tools and spare parts, wires and primer assemblies lie in chaotic piles, while the middle of it all is the most terrifying homemade bomb you've ever seen.
5% complete.
It looks like he didn't have time to rig a timer. All there is a detonate button. Oh joy. There doesn't appear to be a circuit timing in this atrocity of engineering, just a detonate button. However, if someone were to stay behind and sacrifice themselves, they could detonate the nuke once everyone else was well and clear of Ranger Citadel. With no timer, looks like one of us will have to sacrifice themselves. Any volunteers?
I had a feeling it would come to this. You all better get the hell out of here. We ain't got much time.
The hell you are, sir. I won't let you do it. I'll stay.
Well, how about that? That's a real Desert Ranger talking, ladies. Back when you started, I wasn't sure you had it in you. More fool me. You are one of the finest Rangers I've had the honor to command. The next generation shall hear the tales of your achievements. Well, what are the rest of you waiting for? Move out!
You have saved the world, or at least this small piece of it. Setting off Min's cobbled together nuke inside Ranger Citadel destroyed the AI and all its minions, and prevented its source code from broadcasting and propagating to other computers, robots, and augmented humans. The AI's robotic future has been prevented. Unfortunately, the explosion has also made Ranger Citadel an uninhabitable irradiated hell pit for the next few centuries, which means the Desert Rangers are once again looking for a new home. Until they find one, they have set up a temporary headquarters at the site of Ace's murder, using the radio tower there as their means of communication, and have ironically dubbed the place the new Ranger Citadel. Additionally, your noble sacrifice has set an example for peace and cooperation among the various groups and tribes of the Wasteland, and communities have begun working more closely together to rebuild Arizona and keep the flame of civilization burning in your name. Your sacrifice also allowed the rest of your party to escape. Their hard-won skills and experiences are helping guide the Wastes to a more peaceful, prosperous future. With the loss of Ag Center has been a great blow to both the Wasteland and the Desert Rangers. Without the fresh produce that Matt Forrestal and his team once distributed across Arizona, many communities are starving, and raiders are now stealing carrots and tomatoes the way they used to steal guns and ammo. Even the Rangers are feeling the pinch, with many teams going out on patrol fortified with nothing but half portions of rat soup. In addition, outbreaks of the mutant plant and insect growth are flaring up all over the wastes, turning towns and farms into nightmare jungles. Many mourn the deaths of Matt and his chief scientist Kathy Lawson, as well as all the other researchers and farmers who were lost during the destruction. Thanks to your timely intervention and thoroughness in Hypool, saving their irrigation system and decisively defeating the wrecking crew, the fortified town's safety has been assured, and its reservoirs remain strong and secure, ensuring that the Arizona wastes will have plentiful drinking water and irrigation for the foreseeable future. With the new mayor, Kate Preston, in charge now, relations between Hypal and the Rangers have improved dramatically, with increased patrols in the Hypal area and more frequent deliveries of fresh water to the Rangers. Thanks to your help, the peace between the Topekans and the Atchisons is already paying great dividends. The network of rails is expanding every day, and the train is making regular rounds, carrying people and cargo all over Arizona. At the same time, engineers are working around the clock to get the second engine repaired and running again. The renaissance of rail is rapidly becoming a reality. Now that there is peace between their families, Ralphie and Jesse have gotten married, and soon will be moving to Hypal to run the new train station there. Scotchmo remains Rail Nomad's cheerful town drunk, though he knows in his secret heart that it is only a matter of time before he dies of alcohol poisoning and is buried beside his wife. With the Rail Thieves' camp empty since you drove them away, Rail Nomad is using the area as a workyard for building ties, forging rails, and repairing damaged train cars, dramatically speeding up their production. With peace established, Melissa has put away her machete and gone back to working on the railroad. She is also a member of the Grievance Committee, which works to smooth over any remaining differences between the Atchisons and the Topekans. With the CDI machine finally in his possession, Quarix no longer has a holy grail to search for, and he's lost interest in gaming. This has led to a new interest in the world around him, which is how he met Anna. They were recently married and are looking forward to a long and happy life together. Though Commander Danforth died in the battle for Rangers Center, the treaty he signed with the Rangers is still being honoured by the Red Scorpion militia, who are busy deciding who their next leader will be. The RSM have promised the Rangers that the reforms initiated by Danforth will continue to be upheld, and that they will more closely follow the rule of law, but the Rangers are keeping a close eye on them, just to be sure. Permanently AWOL from the Rangers, Rick Bachowski has moved in with his brother Red and opened a bar near the prison using the money from the DeMonta treasure. Unsurprisingly, he is rapidly drinking himself to death. Disarming the nuclear warhead still left the Diamondback militia in control of the canyon, which they are now calling Diamondback Canyon, but their position is not as strong as it could be, and they have put the blame for that entirely on you. Nonetheless, the DBM run the canyon efficiently and ruthlessly, and as promised, it is very safe, but their tolls are so high that trade is still falling off, and, because of you, the Desert Rangers are not allowed to enter. Because you so decisively dealt with the robot threat, DeMonta is safe again and able to rebuild. The people who fled the danger have returned, businesses are reopening, and trade is beginning to pick up, though because the DBM are in charge of the Canyon of Titan, trade to the west is limited. In the shadows of the radio tower, Werewolf Wally keeps spinning the hits on K-Pow and gives shout out to the Rangers every day. Now that Bean is back with them and saved from being taken over by the AI because you stopped it from broadcasting its source code, Hector and Carla at the El Saigon are getting back to normal and cooking up their old family recipes again, though they constantly worry about Bean's artificial heart. McGee's body was given a hero's welcome when Hopi brought it back to DeMonta. She buried her with a 57 Chevy for a coffin, and still mourns her to this day. Clyde still hasn't recovered from the deaths of his friends at the Silent Spring Water Company, but determined that their mission to bring water to everyone who can pay for it should not die, he has taken over the business, and now he never runs out of water. Thanks to you, the mayor is back in charge and working hard to reverse the damage done by the jerks. His first order of business was to throw out Gecko, install a new bank manager, and start using scrap as the town's official currency again. Accounts have been reopened, and people have money to spend again, causing the economy to thrive. His second order of business was to order the farmers to diversify their crops. Agave remains a small part of every farmer's yield, but all kinds of fruits and vegetables are being grown now. People are eating well, and there is plenty to trade to other communities. Rhodia prospers. With all their differences forgiven and forgotten, Dante and Virgil have combined their farms and are busy living happily ever after. With the disease that plagued the town cured, the citizens of Rhodia once again thrive, while Dr. Hochata continues to work to keep them happy and healthy. Reunited at last, Pistol Pete and his wife have decided they don't want to risk being separated again, so they've sold their farm and now travel the wastes together, a mobile mum-and-pop gun shop. With the Robinson plot foiled and their custom of ritualistic cannibalism now a thing of the past, thanks to you, the Manorites' power and influence has begun to grow. Trade relations with other communities are expanding, and the Angel is becoming more integrated with Los Angeles as a whole. Reunited after you saved Fletcher from execution, Fletcher and Olivizita have decided that they can't trust either the Manorites or the Robinsons, and have left the Angel for a new life in Hollywood. They thank you every day for your rescue. With peace between Hollywood and Griffith Park finally a reality, Ascension McDade and Veronica are working together to bring about reforms in both communities. For his part, Ascension converts the militia into security officers, charged with protecting the Bastion of Faith, and nothing more. The evangelists he orders to become doers of good work, manning soup kitchens and halfway houses in Hollywood. As for the vigilants, they have become the diligents, and have put aside the Gospels of James King in order to seek out and study older and more reliable Bibles. Finally, he has freed the penitents and commanded all his followers to take no more. Meanwhile, in Hollywood, Veronica reforms the HCC and turns the HSP into an actual police force, sending them to close down the salt lab and chase the salt dealers and slavers out of Hollywood. Under her guidance, the town is becoming safe for everyone, not just for the tourists. With the salt lab destroyed and the salt dealers gone, George and Martha are having a great year. Their new shop is busy night and day, and they are thinking of adding a smoke lounge and back deck. Rambeau is happy that there is peace between Hollywood and the Salvation Church. Now that he is the official supplier of arms and armaments to both the HSP and the God's Militia, he is getting rich. With Duke dead and Veronica in charge, Flo is finally able to run Schwags the way she's always wanted to, as a safe place for folks to see and be seen. She keeps a lookout for slavers and predators, and reports anyone suspicious to Veronica personally. Back in town, back in business thanks to the change in leadership at the HCC, Ma Brown is packing them in at the Brown Crown. People come from as far away as Santa Fe Springs to try her famous chili, and almost 85% of them make it home again without getting sick. Raji has been honoured by Veronica for working so hard for so many years to keep homeless runaways safe, and she has given him the Hotel California, which is where the salt dealers piled their trade, to use as a hostel and clinic for runaways and drug addicts. He is also now a proud member of the new HCC. Like every business in Hollywood, Manny's Chinese casino has benefited from the influx of new tourists, and Manny is making money hand over fist, and finally freed from Grumman's blackmail thanks to you. He is living it up for the first time in a long time. Life is good. Freed from the Bastion of Faith along with the rest of the penitents once Ascension took power, Maggie moved to Hollywood and got a job working at Schwag's, where she serves shakes and burgers and helps Flo look out for predators. As soon as Louis Bermudez was freed from the Bastion, he and his brother Alex headed back home, but not to settle down. Angered by their treatment at the hands of the Salvation Church, they had formed an anti-cult militia, dedicated to wiping out faith-based armies of all kinds. Though out of respect for Ascension for freeing them and making peace with Hollywood, they have agreed to lay off the Salvation Church. For now. Disgusted by what the Salvation Church had become under her husband's leadership, and glad to be free of his clutches, Fealty has wholeheartedly endorsed Ascension's reforms, and is working hand in hand with him to make sure his policies are accepted. Without any remains found at the site of the helicopter crash, Angela is still listed as missing, but the Rangers gave her a funeral anyway. Her headstone reads, Angela Death. Death has called his daughter home. Since helping you defeat the base Kachis AI and its synthetic minions, Vulture's Cry has returned to her tribe and has recommended expanding their contacts with Arizona, which she calls a land of honourable allies. Since helping you defeat the evil AI, Ralphie has decided he's done with the Ranger life and is ready to settle down. He has taken Jesse away from Rail Nomad, and they have started a new life in a new town, where they intend to live happily ever after. Since helping you destroy the base Kachis AI, Pizepi Duran has returned to Darwin Village with a deep respect for the Rangers and a love for the outside world. She has encouraged her fellow mutants to reconnect with the rest of civilization. That was fun. Although I'm still annoyed about Lexicanum, and a brief search online, very brief I'll admit, before I recorded this mini review suggests that, no, I didn't miss anything. It is inevitable that if Lexicanum is in the party at that moment, then he will go rogue, and I didn't see anything that suggested he might eventually fight off the effect. This displeases me, as he was my heavy and bullet-riddled with such a useful debuff against those enemies. Oh well, it is what it is. But yes, I am pleased with Wasteland 2 overall. As I said way back when, it's such a pleasing callback to old school CRPGs, where actions had consequences and accounted for those actions. Multiple choices with no right answer. No railroading. I think the only bugbear I have with Wasteland 2, as it stands, is that I didn't see anything to suggest that I could talk down the final boss. It was a fight no matter what. But maybe I missed something. In fact, I probably did miss something. I know I missed a lot, considering those items in my inventory. The Preparation G, the baby wipes. So it wouldn't surprise me to learn that I just made a wrong choice somewhere that meant that I had to fight at the end, because of my failure elsewhere. Graphically, it was an isometric top-down RPG. They're never exactly amazing lookers, but it did the job. I knew what I was looking at, and only really had issue with the moments when the descriptive blurb said one thing and the actual graphical depiction showed something else. Like a guy that was supposedly sitting, but was actually standing. But at the end of the day, that's really just a minor issue, isn't it? Gameplay. I said it earlier in the Let's Play, but while the setting is post-apocalypse, the impression I got was less Fallout Classic and more Jagged Alliance or Silent Storm. Not that that's a bad thing, and I think that when there are multiple characters in a party, that's actually a good thing. I still have nightmares about my companions suiciding in Fallout 1, especially Dogmeat. So actually having full control of the entire party, barring special guest VIP NPCs, like, you know, in Jagged Alliance, in fact, fully creating and customizing the initial squad, definitely a good thing. There was a bug where my Steam account didn't give me any achievements until the final couple of episodes, after the incident where I had to reinstall my entire computer, so that's annoying to my inner OCD-ness, but whatever. All told, I really enjoyed this, and thanks to the importing of my characters after the credits, I even get to enjoy New Game Plus when I next boot up this game, try out different choices with a team of badasses on the get-go, and die from the Supreme Jerk difficulty. Won't that be fun for me? I fully, wholeheartedly recommend this game. It's available on Steam and GOG in both classic and director's cut forms. If you liked what you saw, then buy the game and experience it for yourself. This is Solin Outlander signing out.